this is Kat of Cat Star Music, and I want to offer a little bit of review today on some of the topics that we've already covered. We've already talked about the musical alphabet, that it's the first 7 letters of our regular alphabet. That is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then we start back over again at A. The other things that we've talked about are half steps, that a half step is the smallest distance between 2 notes. So sometimes that's a white key to a black key, like F to F sharp. Sometimes it's a black key to a white key, like E flat to D. And then you see this pattern of 2 white keys touching all the way down the keyboard. Those are what we call our natural half steps, so B to C and E to F. And we call them natural because they are white keys, they are unaltered. Now, something that we talked about a little bit in the last video was enharmonic notes. Now, enharmonic is just a fancy way of saying it's the same thing. So for instance, I've got A, and I can go down a half step to A flat. But if we look at it from the other direction, here's G, and this is G sharp. It's the same thing. So the fancy word for that is enharmonic. Now, what you can do with that is take a look at the keyboard and see if you can plunk around and find a bunch of enharmonic notes. Like, what's 2 ways of saying this note? Well, if we look at it from above, from D, this is the flat of D, so it's D flat. Or we could say it's C sharp. Okay, so take a second, pause the video, just close your eyes and find a black key and find 2 ways of naming that black key. Come back when you're finished. Okay, I hope you found a bunch, because now I'm about to blow your mind. You know how we've got B and C and E and F are our natural half steps? Okay, so get ready for this. This could be called F flat. What? Yeah, so we've got F, and then a flat is just a half step lower. It's E. They are enharmonically the same note. Okay, I'm just going to take a second to let that sink in. It's weird, right? So if you ever see an F flat in your music, it's theoretically possible. You don't see it very often, but if you see F flat, you better just play an E. Okay, so some other enharmonic notes that you might run into are B sharp. It's right there. What note is that? It's also a C. So like I said, you don't see these very often. It's typically more advanced music that you'll find these in, but they're out there because every letter in our musical alphabet needs to be able to have a flat and also a sharp. It just gets a little hairy with these guys because sometimes it just looks like a whole different note, but we can call them different things because they're enharmonics. So I'm going to let you sit with that idea for a while and wrestle with it. Find all of these B's and C's, E's and F's. Think about what are different things that you can call them. So this, if we didn't call it E, we would have to call it F flat. And this, if we didn't call it F, we would have to call it E sharp. Okay, good luck with that, guys. I know it's weird. Please post any questions you have about this in the comments below. I'd love to get them.